Well, hello everybody. What is going on? It's Josh right here coming at you again with another video on Let's Talk Sports. And this is going to be a kind of the same kind of like as you can see, this is like another voiceover kind of video that I am doing, kind of similar to my 50 subscriber video. But today is a special day because for the first time since 2015, your St. Louis Cardinals are the champions, the 2019 champions of the National League Central Division. Man, what a season this has been for the Cardinals. What a season this has been. We still got some business to do with Atlanta after the Brewers and Cardinals were finding out the division crown. Both teams lost yesterday, and then today, Cardinals. Damn, Jack Flaherty pitched a phenomenal game today. Cardinals offense came out. They put a whooping on the Cubs, 9-0. And that would be the final game Joe Madden would manage the Cubs. Where will he go next year? I don't know. But Joe Madden, he's had some success with the Cubs during the past 5 years. Especially from between 2015 and 17, because he won the World Series in 2016. But him and Bruce Bochy both. Bruce Bochy's retired. As you guys know, Bruce Bochy is retiring. This is his final season managing. Bruce Bochy, we'll miss you, man. Even though you always beat the Cardinals in the NLCS in 2012 and 14. Man, ever since the 2014 NLCS Game 5, Michael Wacha has not pitched the same since then. But yeah, Bruce Bochy, hope you enjoy retirement. Now, back to the Cardinals. So, give you guys a quick recap of what's happened with the Cardinals this year. So after, firing Mike Matheny in 2018, they got Mike Schilt. And he changed the Cardinals around in the 2018, or the second half of the 2018 season. They still failed to make the playoffs, but it was still a pretty good run. And then 2019 comes around. Biggest pickups, Paul Goldschmidt, Andrew Miller, and Matt Wieters as a new backup catcher. And I'm thinking, man, we're going to be better than the Cubs this year. I really think we're going to be better than the Cubs this year. So April comes around, and the Cardinals are a hot team. They finish April, I believe, 20-10 or 20-11. And then May comes around. First Cardinal-Cubs series of the year at Wrigley Field at the beginning of May. And the Cardinals get swept. It's like, great. I was thinking to myself, great. We're gonna end up like the Mariners, where they were 14-2 at the beginning of the year. They lose to the Astros, and now all of a sudden the Mariners are in last place. But the rest of May was very, very bad. Offense wasn't doing so great. The pitching was having some meltdowns. And then June comes around. We play Cubs again at Busch. We sweep them. And then the following weekend, we play the Cubs again at Wrigley Field in June. And we get swept again. It's like, are you joking? Like, is this going to be a thing now where we play the Cubs at Busch Stadium and we beat them there? And then we play them at Wrigley and they beat us there. Like, come on, man. It's the freaking Cubs. It's the freaking Cubs. But, yeah, June comes around. It's kind of slow. First half of July, again, kind of slow. But this is where Flaherty starts to pitch a little better. Flaherty starts to get better, and I was saying at the beginning of the year that we had to get rid of Flaherty. Because, he just wasn't pitching real great. He was walking a bunch of guys. It was just crazy, and he'd get taken out after like 5-6 innings. Which really bothers me now with starting pitchers because, they just don't seem to last a whole, 9 innings. But I get it, like, they're throwing like really hard curveballs like 90 mile per hour. But, back at like in the early 1900s, if you were pitching, you had to pitch that whole game without stopping. But nowadays, it's just really hard to find that, unless if you're throwing a no-hitter or a complete game shutout. If you hear noise in the background, that's my dad. I apologize. But after the All-Star break, Paul DeJong was the lone representative of the Cardinals, which was really disappointing because I really think there should have been more players from the Cardinals that should have went, like Yachty and Ozuna and Goldschmidt. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's disrespectful. Like, if you don't vote Yachty at the All-Star game, even if he's having a bad year, like, he wasn't having the worst year ever, but seriously, man, if you're having an All-Star game in the early, like in the 2000s, don't leave out Yachty or Molina, because that's just wrong, kind of. But after the All-Star break, late July, Cardinals kind of turn around. Like, whenever we had a 4-game series, we would always neither sweep the team we were playing or we would win 3-1. Like, there was this one, like in the series in July against the Reds, I think we were down, I think 7-0. And I forgot what inning it was, but we came back and scored 10 runs and went on to win that game. That was a really crazy game. Oh, sorry. That was a really crazy game. And then August comes around, we start to get hot. I'm liking what I'm seeing. And September comes around and we start to get better. But then, one 4-game series against the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field. Towards September, we had 7 games against the Cubs, 4 at Wrigley, 3 in Busch. And I'm thinking, man, that Wrigley series, we are going to get killed. But then, Anthony Rizzo is hurt. Like, the Cubs' top 3 best players are hurt. Bryant, well, they weren't hurt in the series in Chicago, but they were out in the series in St. Louis. But like that Cubs series at Wrigley Field, probably one of the best Cardinal Cubs series I have ever seen. That 3rd game especially was one of the best Cardinal Cubs games I've ever watched. Like, man, that was a great game. Like, whenever the Cubs, we felt like whenever the Cubs got the lead back, we'd always tie it up, and then we get the lead back. Ninth inning, Craig Kimbrell comes out. He faces, I think, Yachty. And in the ninth inning, we're down by, I think, 2. We're down by 1. Excuse me, I can't remember. But I think it was 7-8 the score. Craig Kimbrell comes out again. Faces Yachty. 1 pitch. Hits one out to left. And it's a... And I think we're tied. And then Paul DeJong comes out. 1 pitch, home run. And I'm thinking, man, what a series, what a game. And then Sunday came around, and then the last game, Cardinals get the sweep. I'm thinking, whoa. Okay, Cardinals, I see you. And then we clinch a playoff spot. And then we played the Diamondbacks. Lose 2 out of 3. Man, that third game was really... that game really made me mad. That second game made me mad too, even though it went into 19 innings. And Flaherty pitched a really good game. Flaherty pitches really good on the road. Like, really, really good on the road. I think he plays the same when he's at home and on the road. Kind of the same. But then we play the Cubs again. 2-game losing streak. We're trying to clinch the division. Dropped the first game. And then we dropped the second game. But we lost by 2. And I'm thinking, how the heck did we lose to this Cubs lineup? Like, the lineup that Joe Madden had was really bad. And they didn't have Rizzo. They didn't have Baez. Bryant, they were all hurt. And then Contreras wasn't hurt, but he didn't play Saturday. And I'm thinking, how the heck did we lose to this lineup? But then again, my grandma had her lucky Cubs shirt on, so maybe that's what did the trick for the Cubs. But at the same time, the Rockies beat the Brewers. And I think the Rockies had a really disappointing season. I really thought the Rockies should have done better. I mean, they have like 3 really good hitters. Nolan Arenado, best third baseman in the league no doubt. Charlie Blackmon, he's quite a character in the outfield. And then Trevor Story's one of the best hitting shortstops in the league besides Paul DeJong. But yeah, that Rocky offense was really good in the series against the Brewers. Game 162, I'm thinking, don't choke up, don't screw up, just please win, Brewers please lose, no game 163. We win our game 9-0, Flaherty, again, pitches a great game. 7 innings, no walks, gave up a few hits. I think he had, 8 strikeouts. 8 or 9 strikeouts, I forgot, I'll have to check. In fact, you know what, why don't I check right now? I'm on my phone. On here. No loading. Playoff bracket, that's what it's looking like. I'll do a video on that tomorrow. Doing my predictions in the playoff bracket, but I love seeing that. I love seeing that we're in the playoffs. That makes me so happy. Oh, he had 6 strikeouts, my bad. 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. And then Gallegos and Martinez gets the job done. But I honestly love seeing that. It really, really makes me really happy that we're in the playoffs. And this is what it looks like. The playoff bracket looks like. I might do a video on it tomorrow. But Cardinals are in the playoffs for the first time since 2015. And that, you know what? Wait, can I? No, I can't. Okay. But this is what the playoff bracket will look like. And I might be able to watch the Brewers Nationals on Tuesday, maybe. And I'll watch Game 1 on Thursday from home. But great game from the Cardinals. Great season. An amazing year. Mike Schultz has really turned this team around. Had our ups and downs this year. And I'm glad it ended with an up. But yeah, that's going to end it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. That's the best way to show your support. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and if you enjoy the content. Tomorrow, probably not tomorrow, but I will have to do my postseason predictions video. Probably may not be able to do it tomorrow because I have a JV game for football. Man, you just gotta love seeing that. You just really, really gotta love seeing that. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to go follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. All you need to do, Josh Wright, 2 words, 10 letters. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cardinals are in the playoffs, baby. Let's go.